Good morning, guys. I'm going to start this 1978 Chevy C10 truck that goes by the name of Billy James. I've already connected the battery, and I found them somewhere in my pocket. I had the key. Been kind of straightening up, not in here, straightening up out there just a little bit from all the rain we've had. And I think that door shut good, but it's okay. Hang on. There we go. Whew, golly, it is hot. It is 87 and feels like 96, according to the, let's see how quick this starts. Golly, I love this truck. Come on, buddy. Giddy up. Good little truck, good little truck. I haven't started this in several days, guys. We've had a lot of rain, so which is good. I mean, we need the rain. A lot of places in the southeast here of the United States is in a drought, but we have been getting rain. But it's those kind of rains, guys. I know I've told you before that comes in a little band. I mean, and it's real powerful, and you get a lot of wind, and you get a lot of rain in a short amount of time, and but 5, 10, 15 minutes later it's gone. Oh, I'm in love with this truck. It's really coming around really good. I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a minute. I hope that you'll bear with me till I let this warm up. Oh boy. Okay, let's back it up and hope I don't hit nothing. Getting out of this garage can be tricky. And with that being said, let me pause this. Okay, guys, I got old Billy James backed out here in the shade. I'm just going to be out here a little while because the sun is going to catch up to me, and it's supposed to feel like 107 today, and I'm an older guy, and I just don't want to be out in it. Even though I love summertime, I do. I can get out here and do stuff. Wintertime, not so much. We're just kind of stuck in the house, and normally in East Tennessee it's raining and cold and blah blah blah. Y'all know. Anyway, this truck has just done a complete turnaround in my eyes, and I'm just really happy to have it. Tickled to death to have it. I was looking at some of the stuff. I'm gonna let it run for just a minute if you don't care. I was looking at some of the Patina stuff I put on the other day. Some people don't get it, and that's okay. I get people in the comments that don't understand what I'm doing or whatever, and that's okay because I know what I'm doing. Said the crazy man. But I'm just trying to bring it out a little more, and that's what I thought I'd do. Play with Patina for just a few minutes because I try to feel like I've done something. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Anyway. While I'm out here doing a video, I thought I'd show you this. I'm slowly but surely trying to get rid of some stuff that I know I'm not going to use. Okay, now this is an overhead console or something. It's what I call it, overhead. Picture it like this. Picture it like this. This is what it would be like. This is out of a Thunderbird. I think 64 through 66. Best I can remember, I've had this 100, well, I've had it a long time. I was going to say 100 years, but that's not true. Even though some days I feel like it. Says seat belts, flasher, door ajar, and low fuel. But you know, a person could make it say or not do anything. It's just entirely up to you. But I don't know where I've got this. I don't know how much I give for it, but at the time, oh, let's look at the other side first. It's pretty much all there. The bulbs are in there, so. And I cut the wires where you know, you'd have enough to connect to if you wanted to. Or it can just be a cool piece in your car or truck or whatever. I'm going to say it's probably, I'm going to say, you know, a little over 2 feet, maybe 2.5. I guess I'm just guessing at this, so I don't know. It would clean up good, I think, with some steel wool. Let's see. I got a little piece of steel wool right here. I think it would. I'm not going to mess with it a whole lot. It is hot out here, and I'm already breaking out into a sweat. So I thought if somebody was interested in this, if they had no Chevy truck, you know, or no, I don't know, an old station wagon, or, you know, a custom truck, I don't know. The possibilities are endless. These little things right here, by the way, are for your sun visors on the inside. So anyway, this come out of a Thunderbird, as I said, 64 through 66, I believe, had this. And, you know, I'd like to sell it. You know, I don't have no need for it. It's, I will tell you this, it's quite heavy. And I'm sure you could probably paint this to match your car or truck or whatever you want to put it on. So, I don't really know what to ask for it, but I don't have no, I don't know, I don't have no need for it. So, what about we start out at 100? How's that? I mean, I don't believe you can go out and run out here and find one. I don't think. I mean, how about 100 or best offer? I got to throw a number out there. I don't know. I don't know. And if you have a Thunderbird, of course, this would work if yours is missing, or you just want it for parts, or one of your plastic switches or lights or something is broke. Be great for that too. Parts or custom, whatever you want to do. Okay, today's adventure. I've got my paint out here, my rust colored paint. I'm hoping that this is the can that sprays. I got one can that won't spray, and I probably got the wrong one. And got my Dixie cup, my Q-tips. I got a little bit of everything. Got my flat black, and I'm gonna. Here's the thing, guys. Let me see if I can sneak around here and show you what I'm doing. Okay, my wife and I, Mrs. PIB, we've been talking about stickers on this truck. She said, "What are you going to do today?" And I said, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to take off this sticker here. It says Bredesen. I live in East Tennessee. So, almost got a line showing. Anyway, I'm going to take this sticker off. It's, he was the governor of Tennessee. I got me a scraper, I think. I think it'll come up. You know what? I'm not going to say nothing. It might take me 4 hours. Who knows? Anyway, so, and I told her, I said, I'm going to take this sticker off here too. But, my wife likes it. and you know, it is kind of period correct. It's a 78. It's kind of period correct. But, I don't know, GM Tim 38 on YouTube, his name is Brian. I was asking him what he would do, and he said he would take it off. He said, I'd just take off all the stickers. And I said, that's what I think I'm going to do. So my wife said, no, don't take off the heartbeat bow tie sticker. She said, that's kind of period correct. So what'd she do? As soon as I said I was coming out here, she called Tim Dixon at Gas Axe Chop Shop. Oh, anyway, Tim said it is kind of period correct, but you know, it would look maybe a little bit cleaner if it was took off. So I'm at a dilemma: happy wife, happy life, or clean truck, so to speak, as far as no stickers, and mad wife. What would you do? Oh my. I can't believe I'm even telling y'all that. Anyway, I'm going to take this one off first. I can always take this one off later. We'll just see what happens. But maybe in the comments, I know I've said this a bunch. Maybe in the comments you can say, make a comment and say if you like the sticker on the truck or not. My wife reads the comments a lot. Well, most of the time. And you know, maybe you can give some insight on this, because my wife is part of the Primerida's Best team. She's probably the best half of it, and her opinion counts a lot in my decisions that I make, even purchasing trucks. So I mean, she's a big influence, and so I don't want to say that she's not a part of the thinking or voting process. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to get started on this, see if I can take this off, and then we'll go from there. So hang in there. Okay guys, the Phil Bredesen sticker on the back window is gone, but just keep looking. I don't know if you can see that or not. Might be dust or whatever, but you can still see the right in here, the state of Tennessee. That's kind of cool, isn't it? I don't know how long it'll be there. This truck has tint on the inside, so it might be there forever. And if it is, that's okay. I'm trying to get different angles. You probably can't see it anyway, but I can. It's right. Where's my? Right there. Can you see the outline right there? Anyway, it don't matter. Sorry, I got started off on don't really mean two hoots. So now I'm gonna get started, maybe doing a little bit more patina right around the edges here. Remember, if you watched one of my videos here not too long ago, a week or so ago, whatever, I was putting patina on here with a Dixie cup and a Q-tip. You know, I kind of darken in some of these places. Well, I'm going to continue that theme, and I was looking at this. I kind of like this right here. Can you see that? Okay, it's got a little dent right here. A lot of people have mentioned, or not a lot, had a couple of people mention that looked like this side of the bed was sticking up a little bit. It might be because there's a dent, obvious dent. There's 1, 2, 3 dents, and it's probably pushed this up a little bit because of the dent. So there, that answers, hope that answers your questions. Anyway, it's sticking up a little bit because of the dent. The dent has pushed it up just a little bit right there. It's kind of hard to see, but trust me, it's there. Getting back to this, remember this bed on this truck was in a terrible wreck, and that's what has contributed to all this. The guy that had this truck, I know I've mentioned this before, just real quick. The guy that owned the truck that this bed came off of, he worked at a fast food restaurant, and I talked to him at least once about what a nice truck he had. I'm assuming he put all this stuff on, and he was fixing the truck up, looking pretty good. I've got the seat and stuff out of it, the dash, everything. I mean, the dash is perfect. And I found a receipt. I think he give like right at $400 for this dash. I mean, there's not a crack or nothing in it. And got the seat, got the carpet, everything that was in his truck before he wrecked it, I got. I mean, I bought the wrecked truck. So, but yeah, this bed is in a pretty bad wreck, and I hope it didn't hurt him, because it hit pretty hard in the front, bent the frame and everything. So, you know, some people are saying, well, why is that sticking up on the back? And That's why. There's a couple of 2 or 3 dents right there. It's not real noticeable, and I'm not going to do nothing with it. It's fine. I like patina style, so maybe that'll answer the question. On the other side, it appears to be fine, and if not, that's okay, because we're good. See? It's right in line. I mean, there's no dent. I mean, it's pretty much straight. To be off of another truck, it's pretty straight. So, okay, I thought I'd answer that real quick, just because I had several people ask, and I understand, you know, but like I said, I'm into patina style. There's nothing I can do about it anyway. I'm not going to Barrett Jackson or Mecum auction. Don't have no inclination to do any of that. So I'm just fixing trucks up, or cars. Like last several years it's been trucks. I just kind of fix them up the way I like them, and sometimes they find new homes, sometimes they're here for a long time. So I'm not doing them to sell. I just do them because I like old trucks, and hope that you will agree with me. Anyway, let's get started on making patina, okay? Well, of course, the spray paint that I got out wouldn't spray. I've got one spray can that won't spray, and that's the one I brought outside. Here's my plan. I don't know if it's going to work or not. If not, I'll just rub it back off and start all over. But I'm kind of playing with this bed for the moment. This stuff in here, the skint places and all this stuff, I'm going to try to duplicate some of that with this sponge that I've cut up from a dollar store sponge, which is probably now $1.50. Y'all might have those stores at in your neighborhood or town, whatever. I thought I might just kind of cut this with some scissors. I thought I'd just kind of dab it here, and the reason I'm doing that is because if you watched the other video, I don't mean to repeat myself, honestly, I don't, but I get new subscribers and new people coming to visit the channel, and I'd like for you to subscribe if you would. But just to recap, this bed has been painted once before, and it's not exactly the same shade as this, not exactly. So if I can, I've done this before on lots of other trucks of mine, if I can kind of direct your eyes and keep these two from being together, maybe you won't notice it. I mean, it's hard to notice now, but if I can just kind of direct your eyes, you know, looking at some of this stuff instead of saying to yourself, you know, these two are not exactly the same. Something's odd about this truck. It's really hardly noticeable, but I guess because I know it. See? This is, you can see a little bit better in the sun. It's not exactly the same, but see, when I got this stuff right here going on, where's my finger? Right there, then, I mean, it's hard to notice. I mean, you're looking at what happened here instead of, hey, what's going on? Does that make sense? Reason I know this truck's been painted before, as I said, I put some brown right here with a Q-tip, and you can see that this truck's been painted before. I need to go over that again. I'm not real happy with some of this that I done, so I'll have to do it again, but it's part of the fun. Okay, I'm not going to be able to hold the phone and video what I'm doing, so you just have to trust me. I'm going to get this jagged edge here and just kind of, I'm going to do my best. If it don't look good, I've got some Scotch Brite, I've got a steel wool and sanding blocks, and I can take it right back off. It's no big deal at all. I do this all the time. So see y'all in just a bit. Guys, I got a long way to go on this, but I'm having fun. I've sanded through. Can you see that? I might have to do a little bit more to this. I'll have to sand the whole truck when I get everything done. Before I put Penetrol on this truck, I'll be putting Penetrol on it. My wife normally helps me, and I'm sure she will on this one too. The thing is, I've got to get everything ready to go to put Penetrol on it. So anyway, I've scrubbed through this, and I might go just a little bit more. This truck is a 78, and I'm trying to make it look like it's been worked, had a few dings and stuff. I seen this little, I don't know if you can see it, like it's kind of dipped in, like something's rubbed against it. So I took advantage of that, and I got my Q-tip, went down through here and here, and you can see where I've been rubbing. So I'll have to sand the whole truck. I'm just trying to get a feel for, do I like this or not? The whole point of this, what I'm doing, is I'm putting patina on to make it look like the bed and the cab and everything is all original to the truck. I'm not done yet, so I can hear y'all laughing, but really, I'm not done. You remember how the bed was not exactly the same color as the truck. So I've done all this down through here, and I would keep working, but my wife says it's lunchtime, so I don't want to miss out. Even though I need to miss out on a meal, I don't want to miss out on a meal. But and I've done all this, trying to make it look natural. I've done this so it looks like the gas filler when you fill up is kind of got the paint thin just a little bit. Even where your keys rub, like if you're unlocking the door, I still got to work on that. But you just kind of go like a, inch by inch, whatever. Just look at the truck, try to read what the truck's trying to tell you has happened to it over its life. And this guy here's laid down to take a nap. He got tired of hearing me talk. So I guess I put him to sleep. A lot of people say I've had a lot of my friends say my videos put them to sleep. And that's okay. I don't mind. I do talk a lot. Over here, I got started over here and she hollered lunchtime. So anyway, I've done a little bit right here and I'm not done yet. I'm still, I go to this side and then I come over here to look at this side and I go back over there and just back and forth, kind of trying to make it kind of match. This is perfect, isn't it? That's the real deal. The rest, I mean, it's fine. It's perfect. So the cab I don't think is going to need a whole lot of patina stuff done to it, but the bed was just, I don't know, just a little bit, a little bit too perfect for the truck, if that makes any sense. This is the original door that was on this truck, and it's had some wild rides and some with Billy James. Let me tell you this real quick before I forget it. I had a YouTube subscriber that had a really good idea, made a comment about wanting me to maybe two-tone the truck. That kind of crossed my mind a little bit, like maybe painting the top one color and leave the rest white, whatever. But I'm wanting to meet the actual guy, Billy James. I'm wanting to meet him. That's the name of this truck, Billy James. If you're new to the channel, Billy James is a real person, and he had this truck. And short and sweet, he was the law was after him a lot. And every time he got out in this truck, a lot of times the law would get after him. And he was a NASCAR driver, and he's friends with Dale Earnhardt. I don't know if he drove on his team or what. I don't really keep up with NASCAR, but he's a heck of a driver. And GM 1038 on YouTube, he's told me a couple of stories. I'm not getting into all that, but he said it wasn't nothing for him to, go through fields and, jump ditches. I mean, this truck has been through the ringer. It's got a story to tell, and that's what drawn me to the truck. I mean, when I bought the truck, it was best left for parts. And I remember GM 1038 Brian. His name is Brian, so I'm just going to say Brian, okay? He told me, he said, Jimmy, don't fix this truck. Don't fix this truck. Because he knew what this truck's been through. And but it's the story, isn't it? I don't know. Brian made a video on the stories behind some of these old cars and trucks, and like Sam and this truck, Coffee here. I mean, they've all got a story to tell. Coffee used to haul coffins, and Sam was fixing to be junked, and Brian put it all back together from junkyard parts. The grill, everything on Sam is from the junkyard. He even changed the color of the interior. And I mean, just like this one, I mean, this was blue, now it's red, and that used to be red, now it's blue. So I mean, they all got a story to tell. And you know, I just hate to see something with such good stories die. You know what I mean? Instead of being crushed or left out in the field, or in some cases with me, you know, getting them before they get pushed off into a ditch and covered up, and you know, trying to fill in a ditch, you know, just the whole vehicle or two in there and fill it up. I've had them like that before. So anyway, I'm sorry I got off on that, but anyway, this truck's been through the ringer, and I'm trying to make it look like, if I ever get to meet Billy James, I'm hoping that, you know, he might, I'm hoping he'll like it, that it went to a good home. I don't know if he feels the same. I'm all about letting stuff go to a good home. So anyway, I'm going to go in here and eat before my wife gives it to somebody else, and I'll talk to y'all in a little bit, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back out here at it. I've been out here for a little while. My wife made a delicious lunch, and looked kind of like a salmon patty, but it was chicken or something. Man, was it good! I could have ate them the rest of the day, but it's probably a good thing that we just had small portions. Anyway, I'm back out here on this truck, and got me another sand and brick somewhere. Yeah, got another sand and brick that was a little bit more aggressive. I'm trying to make this bed look worse than what it is. I had my wife come out here, and I asked her about all this stuff that I've put on. I said, does it look good? And she said, yeah. So I mean, I went around I don't know where I stopped last, guys, but I went around through here, and where your keychain or whatever, bunches of keys, like if you're unlocking the door, where your hands had maybe wore off the paint a little bit, you know, fingernails from, you know, if you have women folk riding with you or whatever, you know, just stuff like that. And I can fix all this up. Anything I don't like comes off really easy. So got my sand and brick, and dang, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I got me a real coarse steel wool, and went around through here and just kind of, it takes me a while to do this, but I enjoy doing it. But my shade is fixing to lose it, so I'm not going to be out here much longer. This is going to take some time, and I want to take my time. Went around through here and rubbed the paint thin. Remember, this thing's had 2 coats of paint at least. You know, the original paint, and then it's been painted white again. So it's took me a while to get this. I'll just kind of show you briefly what I'm talking about. And like I've said lots of times in my videos, it's probably a video that you do not, my videos are maybe stuff that you don't want to do to your truck or a car or whatever. Kind of went through this. That'll rust a little bit maybe before I put Penetrol on. If not, that's okay. My wife said she liked all this, so I'll have to sand the whole truck anyway before I put Penetrol on. I'm going over the tailgate now. It's a slow process because I'm going through 2 layers of paint, but I'm trying to make it look like see, you know, I'm trying to make it look natural, like maybe it's never been painted. You know what I mean? Went around through here a little bit. I'm trying to concentrate somewhat on the corners, the high spots of the body. And let's see, I don't know if I've done a little bit more here, just, you know, but I'm trying to get it, like I said, where you won't notice that it's maybe 2 different colors. And, you know, it's not really noticeable, but it is to me. So I guess that's what's bugging me. But it's looking better, you know, I think. So it's a lot of fun. And I was asking my wife when we got done eating, I said, you want me wash the dishes for you? And she said, She said, no, go outside and play. Go to the bathroom, wash your hands, blah, 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 and go outside and play. She said, I'm locking the door behind you. I think she's wanting to clean up the house or something. So sometimes I think I married myself, because she's a keeper. She's a good one. Anyway, I'm still working on this. I'm just kind of showing you what I've got done thus far. Right now I'm trying to concentrate on up here, and I thought, well, maybe I better show you what I'm doing. Kind of hard to tell with my hands being all this dust. It's dusty out here sanding, but I'm trying to make it look like your right hand, you know, when you open the tailgate. I'm right-handed, so I use my left, and then I hang on to the tailgate with my right. So I'm trying to make the right side, I mean, it doesn't matter, but I just try to make the right side look like, you know, it's been open and shut a bunch, and so I'm trying to make it look more pronounced. Does that make sense? Probably not, but that's what I do. I got to get, there's a bunch to do. Anyway, I'm not getting nothing done talking, and my shade is leaving, so I got to get as much done as I can. Hang in there. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Well, I've been working on this quite a while. I've cleaned myself off I don't know how many times, but my shade is leaving, and to be honest with you, it's starting to get middle of the afternoon, and it's somewhat warm. I'm about to sweat to death, but anyway, this is what I got done. I just thought I'd show you. I'm not done yet, so, but I have a tendency of going overboard, so I thought I'd stop right here and see what we got. Okay, here's what I've done. Trying to remember, I'm trying to keep the colors somewhat separated where your eyes are looking at something else. I do this on just about all my trucks. Seems like there's something that's always been replaced or something. I've done all this, is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. I don't know if you can or not very well. Of course, I've done all this. Come around here and done around the tail light. Okay, I'm going to start at the top of the bed, tailgate. Remember, I'm right-handed, so I'm figuring that being right-handed, this would be, take the worst of it. And as I said before in lots of my videos, the tailgate gets the most abuse because, you know, it's walked on, it's slammed, you know, stuff's sitting on it, it's backing up and something runs into it, you know how that is. So if you look at the tailgate on the truck, most of the time that's the roughest spot. And this and the, I call it the header, you know, where people throw stuff up in there and ding it up real good. Anyway, this is it. I'll go real slow so you can see it. Now, my videos are probably stuff that you do not want to do. But I'll just tell you, even when I was a kid, I've always played with cars and trucks, little toy cars and trucks. As soon as I got a Hot Wheel, about a half hour later or so, or a Matchbox or a Tootsie Toy or whatever, I'd go find a little screwdriver that might be in the kitchen drawer or something when I was living at home with my parents, and I'd start taking the paint off of a fender, or off of a hood, or off a trunk lid or something. I don't know, I've just always liked that kind of stuff. Let me stand back, maybe you can see the whole thing. I'm trying to, this phone is so dusty, and the whole truck's dusty, but I might have went too much. Like I said, sometimes I go overboard. Let me know what you think, okay? Maybe it's too much. I can always cover it up with paint, you know. It's no big deal. It's not like it's permanent. Okay, on this side, maybe you can see it a little bit better. Just kind of went around the edge, you know, random, just random. Nothing, no rhyme or reason to anything. And nothing, you know, no rhyme or reason. Just kind of doing the bed, because to me the bed the bed looked better than the rest of the truck, and I can't have that. So anyway, it's got to kind of match. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you what I'm doing today. And you know, I'm not good at anything at all. All I'm good at is talking. I can talk someone's ears off, and somebody might say, well, you know, why do you talk so much? I've talked ever since when I was in school. I got in trouble for talking, and you might or might not know this, but I used to be a DJ at a local radio station, and I talked a lot there. You know, once I got over the fright of being in front of a microphone and not knowing how many people out in radio land were listening to me, I would, you know, I finally got over that. You know, told the news, weather, what song was coming up, you know, blah, blah, blah. So my longtime subscribers know that already about me. So talking, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, comes pretty natural to me. I'll talk somebody's ear off, get it to bleeding. Oh, sometimes I laugh at my own stuff. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like I said, I'd like to get this where, you know, maybe I can meet up with GM1038 on YouTube, Brian, and he knows where Billy James lives. I don't have a clue, and you know, I'd like to just drive up in his old truck and just show him, you know, that it's still alive and well, and you know, finally got a good heart, and meaning the motor and transmission, and you know, it's still together and still up and running as of now. You know, this truck is 44 years old, and just to still be around is a blessing. The hood, I'm not going to have to do too much. The hood, I really like this, and I think, golly, I think the hood might be the best part of the whole truck as far as patina. And don't worry about the skint places that you've seen. It's a bare metal. When I put Penetrol on it, it won't rust. If you've never seen me do that before, just go back on some of my older videos or subscribe and wait till I get to this truck, and I'll be, when I get everything all ready, you know, the way I like it, the way I want it to look. My wife and I put Penetrol on it. She's a big help to me, and I'm real blessed to have her in my life. And you know, we'll put Penetrol on it, and it should make it look really good. All these imperfections and stuff will stand out, and boy, it'll look good. And I don't mind if it has a little bit of surface rust. That's just great, isn't it? Stuff like this, I mean, that's rust, surface rust. I mean, it's nothing structural. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you what I'm doing today. I've been doing this, guys, for several hours, and it's hot as blue blazes, and my shade is leaving, so I'm going to hush. Appreciate y'all watching the video. Means a lot to me, and like I said, my wife gets the biggest kick out of reading some of the comments. So if you'd subscribe to the channel, Primer Does Best, I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment, and you know, this is just what I do. I've liked playing with stuff like this my whole life, where it looks kind of stressed, where it looks like it's like this truck. Okay, it looks like a good truck, and it is. But you know, but it has seen hard times. It has, and it's still survived. A survivor, still here. Patina, still here to this day. 44 years later, still here, and still ready to show somebody a good time if you got gas to put in it. Oh, anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you. I mean, you might or might not like this stuff. Like I said, some people don't. And that's okay if you don't. I mean, everybody's not the same. Some people like perfection. That's great on some things. I mean, I like looking at beautiful cars and trucks too. But if you put a beautiful truck, I'll just say this. Well, I want to say it where I don't. If you have a fully restored truck, and you put this one, for example, right next to it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go to this one. I want to see what this looks like. Because, in my eyes, because I'm a nut. I know I am. Because I'm a nut, I want to see what kind of story this truck has to say. What's it trying to tell me? What's happened to it? What's going on with it? Anyway, I'm going to hush. I'm really showing my... Okay, I'm just going to hush. Y'all have a blessed day. You're watching Primer This Best on YouTube. If you'd subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I'm also on Facebook, Primer This Best, and Instagram, Primer This Best. And I have a second YouTube channel. Ta-da! It's called Man on a Budget. And I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget, with the number 1 behind it. Man on a Budget 1. So if you'd like to subscribe to both channels, I occasionally put videos up on Man on a Budget of things that I think are interesting. And if I think they're interesting, I'm hoping that you will too. So please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I would appreciate it. And I thank you so much for watching me and my wife and all my friends that helped me. GM Tim 38, Charlie, Corey, Waylon, and of course Tim Dixon at Gas Axe Chop Shop. Axe is spelled A-X-E. He's on Facebook, Gas Axe Chop Shop. And you'll see some of the stuff that he's working on too. He's really interesting and a good friend. They're all good friends. We're all good friends. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll catch y'all in the next one, and I'll see you later.